Happy Wednesday, everybody. This is Pastor David. We are here at the Community Church of Mount Pleasant. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a little hot, but it's a beautiful day. And I just got to meet this morning with our classics, and I love it. They're the highlight of my week. These people inspire me, and I love how they serve. They just, they're incredible, the way they serve the Lord and lead in our church. And so I appreciate them and all the ministry teams of our church. It's a big week. Our kids are at Snowbird at camp. And man, they're sending pictures. They're busy. They're doing amazing things. They're having an impact there in the community. They're involved with missions projects there, as well as teaching and learning and growing. And I believe they're going to come back fired up this Saturday. And I can't wait to talk to them and hear from them, hear about their trip. And also, this week, we are getting ready more and more every day. We're transitioning for our new location over here at the old middle school. We had a work team out last night. Tuesday nights and Saturday mornings, we have teams there working. And if you haven't been out yet, I hope you can make it sometime. I hope you can come out, and if you don't have time to work and help us clean up and get ready, I want you to see it. In fact, this Saturday, we are having a vision tour. Many people have asked, when can I take a tour of the campus? I've never been there. I haven't seen it in years, and I want you to be able to be there and see it and touch it and smell it and feel it, and so you can get an idea of what God is doing and what God's going to do. This is about the future of our ministry. So this Saturday, 9 o'clock at the old middle school, we're going to give you a vision tour. We're going to walk around and show you what the plans are and who will be meeting here. And I believe with all my heart that you'll be inspired. I know you will, as I am every time I'm on that campus. And we'll pray and spend time thinking about what God may have for us. So I can't wait. I'm excited. But a lot of things going on. Can't wait for this Sunday. We're going to do a part 2. And we're going to talk about what does Christ teach about the world. There are many meanings in the Bible about the world, and we're going to learn a lot this Sunday. I can't wait. So today, I want to do a quick devotional for you out of Luke chapter 12. This is a parable. A parable is a story, and Jesus is telling a story to teach us a lesson. And this is a beautiful story, and the story is about management. It's called stewardship in the Bible. Jesus talked a lot in the New Testament about being a steward. You know what that means? That means being a manager. When Jesus left, he told his followers, his disciples, which relates to us as well. We're Christ's followers this day. And Jesus has gone to be with the Father, but he has a plan, a business plan, and he left that with us. And we're managers of that plan. And so if you have something valuable to you and you leave it in someone else's care, you want them to take good care of it. And that's the same principle here. So I want to show you Luke chapter 12, verse 42. And the Lord said, "Who then is that faithful and wise steward or manager?" Uses 2 words, faithful and wise. I want to ask you a question today. Are you faithful and are you wise? That is the way a manager, a good, successful manager who's going to develop the business and grow it and make it prosperous, is faithful and wise. And he said, who is that? I want to talk to you today about someone who is a good, wise, faithful manager, whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household, to give them their portion of meat and to provide for our whole household. You got to be a good planner, a good manager. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he comes, find him so doing. Important words. A good manager is the one that is found so doing. So doing means a lot of things. That means he is doing, he's active, he's faithful, he's wise, he is busy doing the work, managing his boss's household. That's what we are. We're left here to manage God's household, God's plan, God's business plan, and he put that in our hands. And he told us that as he left. Now I want to skip down to verse 48. This is a verse you've heard. You've heard this verse, and so I wonder how many of you knew it was connected to this parable, talking about management. And so here's what he says. He that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. All right, now get the idea here. If you knew something and you didn't do it, or you didn't do it was supposed to be, then you have no excuses. If you had the knowledge of something, you will be responsible. Many times today, people don't take responsibility for their own actions. They blame other people, or they say something like this: I didn't know. I didn't know. If you did not know genuinely, then you will not be held as accountable. But if you knew, now watch the rest of this verse. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. You've heard that verse. It's a little bit of a it can be problematic, and let me explain. To whom much has been given, much will be required. So the more you know, the more you learn, the more you follow Christ, the more accountable you will be. You can't say, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know I was supposed to pray. I didn't know I was supposed to go to church. I didn't know I was supposed to tithe 1/10 of my income. I didn't know I was supposed to raise my children. You now are accountable because you know the truth. You know, because that's what you're going to be held. So those of us who much has been given, and you know what, we've been blessed as a family, as an individual, as a country, as a church. We have been blessed, and we are going to be accountable for much. To whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. All right, let me give you the takeaway. Here's the takeaway. And this can be a little scary. The more of God you experience, the more He expects of you. Now you think about that. The more of God you experience, the more He expects of you. So we have some decisions to make. I believe every decision has consequences. Will you choose to follow God? Will you choose to pursue God? Will you choose to learn His Word? Will you choose to follow closely to God and be His disciple? If you do, then He will expect more of you. It's a challenge. That's the parable. That's what Jesus taught us. Thank you for joining today. If you don't have a place to go Sunday, I hope you'll join us here 9:30 and 11. Big things are happening. God bless you. We'll see you soon.